Okay, so I just watched this video and well, I'm going to disprove your logic point by point as I watch it. So if you get a little feedback from the headphones, just ignore that and just give me some time while I watch. Hi. Hi, John. Okay. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Okay, I'm pausing it. Everyone deep within their hearts, deep within their conscience, knows there is a God. I'm curious as to where your proof is coming from. Logical, evidence based proof that, we can retest to make sense of. Oh, it's from the Bible! Huh. Your proof as to why there's a God comes from the book of everybody that believes there is a God, and no one in it is atheist. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting? Well, maybe you can make a good point. Let's listen. Given his eternal power, Godhead, so that they are without excuse. God's nature, God's character. You mean the genocidal psychopath, or do you mean the one that suddenly starts forgiving and talking about peace and love? Because I'm always confused when people try to differentiate these two. But apparently they're one person, and I just never get that. So when you're responding to this, please mention that. They're clearly revealed and shown to us from what we can see around us. Okay. Look at the beautiful water vapor floating in the air. Look at the skies, the heavens behind us. Alright, so look at the atmosphere of Earth with the blue light reflecting through it. And look at the heavens. I'm supposing you mean the stars that are millions and millions of miles away that tell us how insignificant we really are. Look at the land that man has tilled and worked on with no help from anyone but man and his own abilities. They're rice plantations. Cool. The mountains. Oh, the mountains! You mean the result of 4 billion years of tectonic plates mashing up against each other and creating a little wedge that goes up and forms a mountain. Okay. Okay, so everything that we can explain with science that has nothing to do with little magic man who waves his arm over a clay mold and makes a man. Everything that we can explain with science is a picture of God. Huh. Well, no. No, it's not. It's not the work of God. He didn't work for 7 days to make a planet. It takes millions upon billions of years to make a frickin' planet. 7 days, bullshit. Wait a minute. Okay. So everything that we see, everything that we know, this tells us there's a God. But yet, not only are there people that don't believe in the same God you're talking about, which would make no sense according to your logic, since everything around us tells us that there is this God, this one God, the God in the Bible. Alright, so everything's centered on that. So everyone should know about and have the same religion. Not only that, there's this whole group of people that can logically explain why there is no God. But it doesn't matter. Everything tells us. Okay. Okay. How have you never heard about Jesus Christ? I mean, it's got to be the most popular guy ever. What is our inner being? What do you mean by this, our inner being? There's nothing in you. It's just organs and blood and gushy stuff. I've seen it. It's cool. There's no inner being. What evidence do you have of this? How can you talk about something when you can't see it, when you can't place it, when you can't touch it or do anything with it, when you can't feel it or anything? How can you just say that it exists? What proof do you have? Who do you know that tells you that this exists, and why do you believe them? No, it doesn't. It doesn't tell us there is God. Our ignorance about the world around us told us that there are gods that move the sun and the planet and everything. That's what told us there are gods. And then the slave culture of the Israelites during the Egyptian times, they created this God, this one monotheistic thing who would punish their enemies, who would destroy their people that are torturing them. And then they were promised an afterlife to make up for this life of suffering. It's all just a children's story. Yeah, let's look at all these different sciences and see, oh, so a baby isn't made by the cosmic winds. A baby is made by sperm cells and eggs. Hmm, which one makes more sense? Magical winds or biology? Where we can actually put it under a microscope and we can see it happen. I don't know. There isn't. There is no God. Why is that so hard for everyone to accept? It's not an intellectual thing, that's the problem. And that's why you guys shouldn't be petitioning for all this shit with schools. You all want to be involved in school with your religious bullcrap, with your creationism and your intelligent design. And it's so stupid. Ugh, I'm running out of time. There is no such thing as a heart issue. Everything is rationalized. Everything you do is based on what you believe, what you can rationalize, and what you can make sense of. I'm almost out of time here, so I'm going to let you make one more point. Oh my god, am I not face? I didn't make it. I'm sorry.